Are we heading towards a new civil war without even realizing it? There are a lot of signs that point towards a bombastic war that is about to come. And no, we are not talking about the war between states or constitutions. We are in fact highlighting the conflicts going on between younger and older generations. With the evolving technology, globalization, and the ultimate spike in human diversity, we are observing that young American children are thinking and functioning quite differently than their predecessors. Whether it's the change in financial structure, political ideas, or basic life matters, Gen Zers and millennials are often disregarding old ideas and old values. In this video, we will highlight some things that are the cause of conflicts between past and present generations, and discuss whether the war between generations is becoming more toxic. This piece of content is going to be extremely interesting for you people, so stick to the end and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's see how it looks on the surface. Many young people believe that the older generation is somewhat conservative about politics, finances, and matters like climate change, while they are more woke and rational. We can't debate how much of this is true, but we can discuss facts. In recent years, we have seen that Gen Zs and most millennials are becoming quite angry at baby boomers. They are discussing inequality, stereotypes, and many such big terms to show their disapproval of the past generation. They are choosing a totally different path when it comes to politics or financial matters, financial choices. Let's talk about financial structure, for instance. While the older generation preferred investing in stocks or bonds to ramp up their income, youngsters are choosing rather unconventional ways to drive money and growth. We are talking about cryptocurrency here. CNBC recently reported that crypto is rapidly becoming the most common investment choice for Generation Z. This is mainly because they are a very tech-savvy generation that spends a lot of time on social media. They are also willing to take more risks in terms of finances, as they are young and have seen adults face financial crises when COVID-19 hit. Not only that, many crypto experts are of the view that this generation will also play an important role in overcoming the barriers that have prevented crypto from spreading so far. Since most Gen Zs see social media as the primary source of investing information, they are likely to spread and share more awareness and information about cryptocurrency. But the question is, does the older generation agree with this financial approach? The answer is a big no. According to CNBC, more than 80% of baby boomers consider crypto investments highly risky. On the other hand, Gen Zers who discourage buying crypto are only 38%. So, it is proven with studies and research that millennials and Gen Zers are more likely to invest in risky investment options like cryptocurrency than boomers or Gen Xers. This is the biggest mindset difference we have observed in both generations so far. There is also a debate on who is having it worse when it comes to finances, millennials or boomers. We have seen the pandemic. Inflation has doubled, and the economic conditions all around the world aren't friendly either. So, is it possible that millennials are finding it much harder to achieve the American dream? Well, we can say that. Boomers had some luck with the economy when they entered adulthood, and they also didn't have to pay as much tuition fee for education. Surveys also show the current job market is rougher for millennials. So, this rough financial situation may be the reason why millennials and Gen Zs are making more rational investment choices and canceling past financial structures. Political differences. However, youngsters are not only canceling their elders' financial approaches, they are also canceling their political views. There is a mass number of young voters who are practically fed up with their older leaders. You can go up to any social media platform, be it Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and see a number of angry youngsters who do not agree with the beliefs and ideas of old Congress members. We will specifically shed light on a poll conducted by the Associated Press Nork Center for Public Affairs Research and MTV, concluding that people aged between 15 and 35 do not trust the current political system in the United States. They firmly believe that young politicians who are aware of the current issues and understand technology can run the country better. At the core, youngsters are worried that they are excluded from important political decisions that affect their lives and future. This mistrust is the reason for the Democratic decline in the country and the low percentage of young voters in the presidential elections. We can take the example of the recent hearing of Mark Zuckerberg, where the Senate literally asked very soft and insane questions about the company's privacy policy. After the clips from the hearing went viral on social media, we saw how frustrated youngsters were at the Senate's lack of technical knowledge. The poll we just mentioned also found that almost 62% of young Americans believe that they are more geared to make positive changes in the world than the past generation. They think they are more motivated and can bring real change. Interestingly, only a few participants in the poll showed eagerness to vote for a white-haired, lifelong politician, while many showed interest in voting for someone who can actually bring some change and focus on issues that concern youngsters. Climate change, economy, immigration, and healthcare are some common concerns young people have these days. They want more discussion and action on these issues. Racial tension. Not only that, it is very evident that the younger generation is also more concerned, and somewhat rhetorical, about issues like racism and gender discrimination. Open the internet and you will discover forums discussing diversity, oppression, white supremacy, and whatnot. Gen Z people joining new jobs are now demanding policies on racial system and white supremacy, making their old bosses feel like the bad guys. But are they really the bad guys, or is it just a false notion? Well, let's settle this in the light of research. A recent survey discussed that only 23% of white boomers see the growing number of immigrants in America as a positive change, while more than 43% of white boomers see this change as something worse. And there is more. Almost half of white boomers in America believe that the growing diversity in the country is a potential threat. So there is an emerging conflict between older and younger generations that might make the boomers feel more isolated. But why are white boomers not ready to let go, show some antipathy, and accept today's younger, diverse America? Well, we believe the biggest reason they are more resilient when it comes to accepting this change is they had minimal contact with immigrants when they were young adults. The United States recorded the lowest number of immigrants between 1946 to 1964, the time when most of today's boomers were young. And most of the immigrants America received during that time were Europeans who were also white. A lot has changed now. Immigrants make up over 13% of America's population, and they are more diverse than ever. So, it's natural that Gen Zers and millennials are more accepting when it comes to embracing diversity, while boomers are having a hard time. So, you see how many reasons Gen Zs and millennials have to wage a war against their elders? We can't say for sure when this civil war is about to hit American shores, but if things continue like this, a generational war will be at the gates sooner or later. We are closing the video with a famous quote from Aristotle disapproving of the younger generation. They think they know everything and are always quite sure about it. This famous line tells us that the older and younger generations have never been at peace with each other, no matter the era. There will always be conflicts, differences of opinion, and approaches. But the way we work through the differences is the key to achieving social harmony. We hope you liked this video. Subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. We will see you again soon with another mind-boggling video.